That's right. You can't do it because it doesn't exist. Now get back to work, punk.
I'm the punk.
When a game trailer is released for a new or revived title, it's hard not to get a little bit excited. But what happens when it's a game you know should be good? One that, through either a previous edition or developer hype, have gotten your expectations so high, you can't think of any reason why it can't just be amazing. Today, we take a look at 6 games that had just so much promise.
Light 'em up, boys.
What could be more thrilling for a video game than the classic tale of good versus evil, love versus hate, sin versus virtue? Dantes Inferno was released back in 2010 for the Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3, and tells a story of Dante, a crusader who, despite his faith, had committed numerous atrocities during the Third Crusade. During an attack, Dante is stabbed in the back by an assassin, whereupon death appears and condemns Dante to everlasting damnation for his sins.
But that's not possible. The bishop assured us.
Come, face eternity. Soon you'll be joined by those whose lives you have ruined, whose souls you have damned.
Refusing his fate, Dante defeats death and returns to Florence, only to find his lover Beatrice and father brutally murdered. Playing as Dante, it is up to you to fight your way through the 9 circles of hell to rescue your beloved wife and absolve yourself of all your sins. Dantes Inferno does a fantastic job of bringing the horror of hell to life. From the very beginning, you are overwhelmed with a sense of dread and hopelessness. Making your way down through each circle, you're guided by the Roman poet Virgil, who introduces you to each circle and what to expect as you head deeper into the abyss.
To this circle was judged Semiramis, Queen of Assyria.
His spine-chilling voice and the daunting subject matter make it forcefully engaging, like a metaphorical car crash in which you just can't look away.
All souls that die from every nation collect here as one. Charon's rough crossing awaits those who did not fear the Lord.
Everything about Dantes Inferno had me chomping at the bit, wanting to face the demons and abominations of hell and rescue the falsely imprisoned Beatrice.
Dante.
But after making my way through the first 4 circles, limbo, lust, gluttony, and greed, something struck me. The game just stopped trying, stopped introducing new enemies and level design, stopped gripping me with dread, just stopped being all that great. Dantes Inferno is a good game, but if the beginning dread followed through to the end, Dantes Inferno would be a masterpiece of filth and morbid curiosity.
Why, Dante? Why did you break your promise?
I don't understand.
Ah, yes. The always seen and hardly missed Assassin's Creed franchise. Oh, how we've missed you. Here's a game that rides the line of expectation like an old sock. Trusty, gets the job done, but kinda stinks. For the 10th, Jesus, we move to Egypt in the day of Cleopatra. One of, if not the best realized world in any Assassin's Creed game thus far. Telling a semi-interesting story of murder. Murder. The game looks amazing and feels pretty decent. The level of detail is truly remarkable, so I'll give it that for sure. But since when was graphical detail been a problem for the Assassin's Creed franchise? If you answered never, go ahead and give yourself a pat on the back, you're right. Assassin's Creed is on this list for the same reason basically any of them would be. The lack of true substance. To clarify, Assassin's Creed Origins, besides the strong setting, does very little to make you feel like you are playing something different within the series. You'd think for an origin story, it would be a great opportunity to introduce a character creator, a custom open-ended story, an origin that is truly your own. I mean, come on! How cool would it be if the first character creator in Assassin's Creed franchise was introduced in the origin game, signifying your character started it all? They could have done something new with Origins, but instead we got another linear story experience in the skin of an open-world RPG. Don't get me wrong, this game is a decent upgrade over Syndicate and can be pretty fun, but it does very little to expand on the Assassin's aspect of the game. You'll be jumping, climbing, killing, and diving with another generic protagonist with nothing interesting to say. What can I say about Total War Rome 2? Well, probably a lot. I found a lot to like about Rome 2.
Oh, look at all the arrows you're dodging.
Starting the Total War franchise from Shogun, I was super pumped to move from the samurai dojos of feudal Japan to the empire-stricken landscapes of Europe and North Africa in 200 BC. But such greatness just wasn't meant to be. Well, I guess not completely. Rome 2 launched with glaring bugs and glitches and forced many players to just put it down altogether. I fortunately was not one of these people, but I understand the aggressions and reasoning behind why Rome 2 failed to live up to the hype. It just wasn't finished. Total War Rome 2 is an unfortunate case of sallying forth with half your army.
Oh my god. On a hill, too. They're gonna get... No! Oh shit! Oh, what the...
A victim of the ever-popular sell it before it's done, 'cause reasons. If Rome 2 had the time to flush out all of the apparent bugs, it would have made its money back tenfold. But no! We can't pass our deadline. Publishers, have faith in your developers. Remember, Rome wasn't built in a day.
Same focus, play!
Oh boy, how I wish this wasn't on this list. Mass Effect was a trilogy that took gamers by storm, introducing us to a galaxy of interesting characters and amazing adventures. The Mass Effect franchise was bound for greatness, but that was before Andromeda came along and fucked it! The early talks about Andromeda had you as the last hope for humanity, the traveler, the beacon for relocating the human race in a new galaxy. Exploring new and dangerous planets, meeting new species, and forging new alliances. The game sounded like it was going to be a slam dunk, especially with creators BioWare at the helm. But like the collapse of a dying star, what a beautiful disaster it was. Yet, what got me and why I put it on this list wasn't because of the glitches and bugs, but because of all the things they almost got right. Almost everything in Andromeda screams with the thought of detail and depth, but is reduced to a shell of the original idea. Want to colonize a planet? We'll do these 3 same missions and we'll plop a base down. Not there, not where you want it. Nope! It's going here. Want to build a science base after you've already built a military base? On your last planet? Nope. Want to introduce laws or have any semblance of control or power in your settlements? Nope. Nope, 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 nope. And if I'm colonizing a planet in a new galaxy, why the fuck are there colonists already on the planet before I get there? This isn't finding a new home, this is stealing someone else's.
I guess that's up to us.
The problems with Andromeda are known, but like a parent scolding their child, I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed. Batman Arkham Knight was the Batman game we were all waiting for. continuing off the fantastic Arkham franchise and the lackluster Origins prequel.
With your death, I will find peace.
Arkham Knight had some big shoes to fill, and some mistakes to correct, yet there was hope. With the introduction of the Batmobile and the return of Scarecrow, one of the coolest villains from Arkham Asylum.
I'm sorry, Jim. Barbara, I'm sorry. I was too late.
I'm sorry. The number you've dialed isn't available. Please leave a message after the tone.
Arkham Knight was looking to be a solid Batman game for the ages. Oh, what happened? The tank happened. In the third installment of the Batman saga, they took the one thing everyone was super excited for and forced it down your throat. The problem with the Batmobile isn't its appearance, but its overall abundance. It seems as though everything you are tasked with doing is conveniently solved by the Batmobile. Can't cross that gap? Bat tank. Can't travel that distance? Bat tank. Can't kill that tank? Bat tank. Tank, tank, tank. The problem with this game was making everything revolve around the abilities of the Batmobile, which in turn diminishes the abilities of Batman and produced more questions than answers. If the times in which the Batmobile was needed were more spaced out or open-ended, allowing you to use it or not, it would have prevented the awkwardness of the entire affair. Why all of a sudden have all the criminals in Gotham City decided to incorporate a Batman-style challenge and obstacles for you? It makes it feel so artificial, like the criminals want you to use it as much as Rocksteady does.
Your true calling as a third-rate circus stuntman becomes clearer by the day.
Sorry, but like The Dark Knight Rises, I just don't feel like being the Batman anymore after playing. Okay, this one truly saddens me. Back in 2010, a new Twisted Metal game was released. PlayStation 3 was having a field day making PlayStation-only games, and crapped out a game straight from my childhood. But like a slap in the face, it left me disoriented and wondering what happened. Watching the E3 footage, I was so excited to get my hands on the game that corrupted my little mind as a child. But no! We can't make a good game off of a good game. We can! Can we? Twisted Metal used to be a larger-than-life tournament filled with crazy awesome characters and creepy action-packed atmosphere. You could choose from 10 or more characters and experience their unique stories as you go through the main campaign.
And as a bonus, he didn't just operate on my head. He gave me a new pair of hands. They would become my trademark. When I killed, everyone would know it was me.
Not anymore. This Twisted Metal was released with just 3 playable characters. Fucking 3! Imagine Mortal Kombat with 3 playable characters. $60, right? Like, here you go. Yep. Why would you do that? This game had real shit going for it. And they lowballed their fan base.
What have you done? What have you done?
Selling a hollowed-out version of what used to be. Here's to hoping Twisted Metal makes a fucking sweet comeback. Well, there you have it. 6 games that had so much promise but didn't pan out. Not because they are bad, but because they could have been so flippin' good. Thanks guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time.